So a couple of things, 5 goals for videos. Okay, so these are 5 things that I look for when I do my videos. Okay. What?
I think we need to have a drawing because some of the sponsors need to leave.
Oh my goodness. I was right. I was getting into my 5 things for videos.
You're leaving them on the edge of their seat.
Okay, there you go. That's a good way to look at it, Jen. Okay, we're gonna do a drawing. All right, so who's ready for the 5 goals for my videos? Okay, let's go. All right, the first goal that you have with any video that you put out is to attract attention. That's my main deal. How am I going to attract attention? Now, I'll tell you, it's got to be, you got to bring value. You got to have a great header. You got to have great content to create attraction. Number 2, though, is going to be engagement. If that attraction is there, the content is on point, you're going to create engagement with people. The way you're going to create engagement with people is they're really going to feel like you're talking to them. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but the first time my wife and I walked into church, that's a church we ended up going to, like we looked at a lot of different churches. We walked into this church and I'm like, holy crap, is that pastor talking to me? I mean, they're the best, they're absolutely the best public speakers out there. The great ones are, man, and they talk to you. But they got a room of 4,000 or 5,000 or 10,000, but they're talking to you, right? You can feel it. Your content, your message and video needs to be such that it's just fully engaging and people want to then have conversations with you. I'm not talking about likes. Don't get caught up in likes and all that kind of crap. Get caught up in what are they saying about the video itself, and are they making a point at 1 minute and 28 seconds to say something? Most videos get 3-second views. That's considered a view, is 3 seconds. And if they're making a comment on something that's at 1 minute and 28 seconds, man, you got to go deep with that. You got to be able to talk to them about that stuff in the thread. The third piece is nurturing, right? That's the other part of my goal with videos, because you have buying cycles. People are buying 12 months, 2 years, 3 years down the road, 6 months. I mean, I love the bottom of the funnel, right? When we catch somebody at 1 to 3 months, that's great. But man, when you build a database and you're out there marketing and going big, you're going to find people that are they want it. They're just not ready for it. So how are you going to keep your brand in front of them? You think a newsletter is going to do it or a postcard's going to do it? I mean, I like the whole fact that you can build what are called custom audiences. We can talk about that. But once you get that person from an ad, the ability to market to them and nurture them, the cost goes way down. Now we're talking pennies on the dollar that you're able to then market to that individual to keep your brand in front of them. So when they do get ready to make the buying decision, they already know you, they like you, they trust you, and they're going to do business with you. But you have to commit to the nurturing side. And then it's about inviting them to different things that you do, inviting them to your page, of course, inviting them to hopefully you have groups, right? Groups on Facebook that you're utilizing to build relationships with people. That's the key. Taking them from the I world to the relationship world can still happen utilizing technology. You just got to move them into groups. People don't like necessarily business pages. That's business. A private group allows you to have more conversations with them. I have groups for credit only people, credit repair people, right? People that are 580 under, no money, or 530, right? Man, I'm talking to them about life. I'm talking to them about stuff that isn't mortgage related. I mean, get your shit together, pay your bills, right? I mean, let's talk about why you're in this place, right? It's okay. This is what happens. Been there, done that, came out of it. Let's talk about how that happens. But you can be more real and personal in those types of groups than you can on your business page, right? Self-employed, man, I'm there too. I write off everything. Let's talk about how I work that, right? And so you connect with people that way, and you invite them to those groups. And if you're doing home buying events, you get to invite them to the home buying events. I do online home buying events. Man, everybody I get, go to that online home buying event, right? Register, put all your information in, watch it whenever you want. The day of doing a Saturday home buying event, whew, man. I mean, it's you do them, but it's hard. I'd rather put my home buying event out to 30,000 people. See the 15 that watch it, 20 that watch it, and let's go after those people, right? I mean, those are things that we do. And then obviously the fifth thing is convert, right? So attract, engage, nurture, invite, and convert. Every marketing video, and you could do branding as well, but every video you put out there should have some type of conversion strategy. Okay? It's just how you feel with that video that you're putting out there and what you're educating them on. So, for instance, if I'm going to put out a video to a group that is talking about, let's say, down payment assistance, I may start out like this in my video. You know, if you find yourself in a position where buying a home seems like something that you can't accomplish because you don't have the money to be able to pay for the down payment and closing costs, if you find yourself in that position, go to bobmortgage.com and we'll show you the 5 ways that you could actually buy a home with no money out of pocket. Now, what is a down payment assistance program and how does that really work? And then I go into the educational part of it. And then I'll say, hey, before I go, now remember, if you find yourself in that position, buying a home, no money, head over to bobmortgage.com. Click on that green button that says apply now, build your profile, and within 30 minutes, we'll have you pre-qualified for a home with no money out of pocket. I've sold twice, front and back, and educated in the middle, right? You should get comfortable with whatever your scripting is, but it's not a hard sell. If you find yourself in that position, you know why I know they're in that position? Because they've already they've subscribed to an ad that I put out there about down payment assistance. I put out an ad about down payment assistance. They said, oh my God, I love that ad. Now it's like, okay, now we're going to get them on the phone. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff later, but now I got to go retarget them. I got to get more messages in front of them. And so I know you're interested in it. By the way, if you find yourself in that position, go to bobmortgage.com. Well, what are they going to do? If they're really in the mind space, they're going to go to bobmortgage.com. They're going to click on the green button, apply now, and then hopefully we build their profile, right? So that's stuff that we do in the conversion side of our ads.